What did we just see from the President of the United States?
You know, I read The Art of the Deal as a kid, and I don't remember surrendering before negotiations start as being part of that conversation. The reality is that this trade war never actually started. The trade war starts when voters go to Walmart or they go to Amazon and their goods are 40% more when they buy groceries, when they buy household goods. That's when it starts. And we're not actually out of the woods here because 75% of the goods that are sourced from Walmart come from China. Upwards of 70% of the goods sourced on Amazon come from China. And so what that means for all of us is that when we go to Walmart, when we go to Amazon, and things cost more, that is a problem. And voters will go home and call their congressman and say to fix this. And that becomes a problem for Republicans.
Do you think because of what you just said, and China being such a key player, our third biggest trading partner, that those conversations and that pressure is going to keep up?
I know that many members of Congress had contacted the president, but I actually think that the business leaders and the CEOs who have been calling him incessantly over the past week meant more. You saw Jamie Dimon come out and essentially say, we're heading toward a recession right now because of Donald Trump. That matters. You had more than $5 trillion of people's retirement income and others erased from the stock market. That matters. And so while these members of Congress complaining means something, I think what matters more is the litany of business leaders who have been calling the president about the fact that he's driving us off a cliff into a recession.
What's the role of a Democrat like her, a governor, in all of this, or does she have any influence at all?
You know, she's trying to set forth a vision that in some way is somewhere in the middle. She's saying we need to bring back manufacturing jobs and others to the United States, while also trying to put forth a forward-looking agenda in terms of what's possible. I think whomever the Democratic candidate is for 2028, be it Whitmer, be it Moore, be it Pritzker, whomever it is, has to be honest and realistic about where we are. The fact of the matter is that, you know, there will never be a time again in America where someone can make $75,000 working in a T-shirt factory making T-shirts. That's just not possible. But it is possible for hardworking Americans to make a real living. And so Whitmer and others have to be honest about where we are and about what's possible, while also putting forth a real vision in terms of making America affordable again for all of us and making it reasonable in terms of all the things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. She hasn't laid it out, but it has to be realistic.
We're out of time, but I want to ask you really quickly, why do you think Mitch McConnell didn't say anything?
Look at Mitch. He's coming through on all these particular votes and everything else. He seems to be on the right side of history. I think he sees Donald Trump for who he truly is.